Hi everyone, welcome in Dental Zone. Today I am discussing here about the benign fibrous tissue lesion, and this is the continuation of oral fibroma. After that, we will discuss here another lesion, that is giant cell fibroma. Basically, it is a distinct neoplastic entities which arises from the connective tissue. So, a clinical feature is typically an asymptomatic sessile or pedunculated nodule which usually less than 1 centimeter in size. Surface of the mass often appears papillary, and due to its papillary and warty, or sometimes we can call bucculated growth, we can confused with the papilloma. And mandibular gingiva is most affected as compared to the maxillary gingiva, and this lesion is also present on the tongue and palate. The clinical presentation of the lesion, we can appreciate the lesion is lobulated and that present on the tongue, and in another picture we can appreciate that the lesion is present on the buccal mucosa, and the lesion is also present on the slightly towards the palate. We can see in another clinical presentation, we can appreciate here the lobulated growth that present on the maxillary gingiva, and in the another picture we can appreciate the growth is present on the left labial buccal mucosa. This is the clinical presentation. After that, we come over the clinical differential diagnosis. We earlier discussed the lesion is bucculated and warty, so that we can confuse with the squamous papilloma, and the lesion is most resemblance towards irritational fibroma, pyogenic granuloma, and peripheral giant cell granuloma. These are the clinical differential diagnosis. After that, we come over the part of histopathological features. Mass of vascular fibrous connective tissue which is usually loosely arranged, and numerous large stellate fibroblasts within the superficial connective tissue. These cells may contain several nuclei. Frequently, the surface of the lesion is pebbly, and the covering epithelium often is thin and atrophic, although the rete ridges may appear narrow and elongated. So now we come the photomicrograph. Here we can appreciate in low power view the lesion is lobulated. We can appreciate the lobulated growth of the lesion, and it is hyperparakeratinized stratified squamous epithelium. We can appreciate it in high power view. This is the hyperparakeratinized uh, stratified squamous epithelium along with the long retices, and we can also appreciate the fibrous connective tissue stroma. And in uh, another view, we can in this photomicrograph we can appreciate in the superficial connective tissue, there is stellate shaped fibroblast in the superficial connective tissue, and these are the blood vessels. And after that, there is another finding that is very important regarding this diagnosis, that is the hallmark of this lesion, that is multinucleated fibroblastic giant cells. They are found. This is the multinucleated fibroblastic giant cell we can appreciate, and this multinucleated fibroblastic giant cell is the hallmark in the histopathology. So we can appreciate there is artifactual spacing is also present around the multinucleated fibroblastic giant cells. Apart from that, now we can conclude one thing, that is ISC. In the ISC, we can found vimentin is positive. And why vimentin is positive? Because the fibroblastic giant cell, they shows the feature of fibroblastic phenotype, and we can confirm it by ISC in and we found there the vimentin is positive. So after that we conclude this is giant cell fibroma. And now the treatment and prognosis. The giant cell fibroma is treated by conservative surgical excision and recurrence is rare. Thank you everyone, thank you very much. We hope that you like my videos, and if you like and if it is mild helpful for you, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Thank you for listening.